The names of all 50 states and their capitals.
Okay. Here goes. In Albany, New York, Trenton's in New Jersey, and Lansing, Michigan, and Harrisburg's in Pennsylvania, Sacramento, California, Massachusetts, Boston, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Tallahassee, Florida, and Springfield, Illinois. Texas has Austin, then we go north. Some Atlanta's down in Georgia, Hartford's in Connecticut, so pretty in the fall, and Olympia in Washington, and Annapolis in Maryland on Chesapeake Bay. Elvis used to hang out there a lot, you know. Indianapolis, Indiana. Then there's Denver, Colorado, and Columbus is the capital of Ohio. You got Richmond in Virginia, Nashville, Tennessee, and it's Raleigh out in North Carolina, and then north of Jefferson, Missouri, Phoenix, Arizona. There's Montgomery, Alabama. There's Madison, Wisconsin, South Carolina with Columbia down the way, Jackson, Mississippi, and Nevada, Carson City. Salt Lake City out in Utah where the buffalo roam. And here is Providence, Rhode Island, Oklahoma and its city, and Washington, D.C. And you can live in Frankfurt in your old Kentucky home. Iowa's got Des Moines, under Boise, Idaho. Salem in Oregon, from there we join. Minnesota has St. Paul, and next to Dover, Delaware. And Kansas has Topeka, Little Rock in Arkansas. They have wonderful clam chowder. Santa Fe, New Mexico, Concord, New Hampshire, just a quick jaunt to Montpelier, which is up in Vermont, and there's Lincoln in Nebraska, and Augusta's up in Maine, Charleston, West Virginia, South Dakota has Pierre, here's Honolulu, Hawaii's a joy, south of Helena, Montana, and there's Bismarck, North Dakota, Cheyenne is in Wyoming, and perhaps you make your home in Juneau's in Alaska. That's all the capitals there are. Huh?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You failed to put your response in the form of a question.